meant something. The three carried on together towards the mansion, Dodo too nervous now to run ahead alone. The jack-o'-lanterns led them to a huge door of black wood, a lion-haired knocker looking uninviting in the flickering light from the pumpkins. Dodo raised a hand towards the knocker, then pulled away, scared. "I don't think I want to," she said. Maybe we should go back." "Nonsense, child," said the doctor. "We need to prove there are no monsters here." He reached past her and gave a firm rat-tat-tat with the metal ring. The door swung open with a horror-film creak. A figure stood in the doorway, and it was the doctor's turn to give a sharp intake of breath. Embroidered robes, a mandarin hat, and a blank, pale face. But the face was so blank, so pale. The doctor snorted with laughter and turned to Dodo. "For a moment I thought, but it's just a mask, just a mask. They're all masks." "Why, it's a fancy dress party!" Dodo beamed with delight. "How super!" The masked mandarin spread out a hand in invitation, and the three friends entered the house. The doctor pointed out a figure wearing a green ogre costume, the mask's single eye seemingly staring at them. "There you see. That is no more a monoid than this fellow is the celestial toy-maker. Or that gentleman over there," he gestured at a man wearing a 10-gallon hat, "is one of the gunfighters we met recently." They were in a huge hall, lit by 1,000 candles. Masked figures in costume stood all round the edges of the room, not milling about, as might be expected at a party, but watching and waiting. In the centre of the room was a ring of children, each also in costume, as still as statues. The door creaking shut behind the new arrivals was the only sound to be heard. And then music exploded into the hall. A masked figure, dressed as a gypsy violinist, was scraping his bow wildly against the strings, and the music coming from the fiddle echoed around the space, louder than seemed possible. The children were up, dancing. A tiny witch was waltzing with a small scarecrow, while a bandaged mummy hopped from one foot to the other, and a black cat galloped around all of them. The adults moved too, although they weren't dancing. They were still just observers. And a vampire came over to the newcomers to offer them goblets of deep red fluid. "Bat's blood," he whispered, his fanged mask muffling his voice, and Dodo turned to the doctor in alarm. "Just a fruit punch, my dear," he told her, having sniffed it, and the three drank deeply. Dodo watched the violinist appreciatively. "I tried playing the violin at school," she said. "I didn't get much farther than 'Twinkle, twinkle, little star.' Wish I'd stuck with it. He's fab." As she spoke, the music stopped. The violinist froze, and everyone else froze too. "I think the music's controlling them," Dodo whispered to the doctor, suddenly scared. "You're right," said the doctor, unconcerned. "Well, in a way. Have you ever come across the game Musical Statues?" She grinned. "Oh, of course." "Hey, I wonder if they'd let me play." Although still whispering, her voice must have travelled in the silence. For a moment later,